Hey everybody, I had a pretty good day today. I actually got to sleep in. I didn't get up until 6:30 instead of 6:15. Uh, but when you have full days like I do here, even that 15 minutes of additional sleep can seem like a lot. um, I have had an increase in my PNC the last couple days, and I had a kind of a funny reaction today. It was getting close to the end of one of my IVs, the one in the morning, and I started to feel a little bit itchy on my back, my lower back, just by my tailbone. And when I reached back and felt, I had a whole bunch of hives there. And it was a little bit itchy for maybe about a minute, and then it went away. But um, that's always something that they watch out for here with the PNC, the allergic reactions to it. So uh, it went away very quickly, and I think that was just because sometimes the IVs, if you're not on an automated one, the manual one gets, as maybe if you saw from my video from last night, they get stuck or they allow more to come through than is recommended, and so they're pretty temperamental, which it probably let more medicine come through than probably should, and that's what caused the reaction, because I had this IV later tonight, another one, and had no problems with it. So that's good, because sometimes when you have reactions like that to it, they want to cut you back, and I want to get as much of that medicine in as possible while I'm here, because it's much better to much higher dose on the IV than at home. So so I'm glad that that didn't happen. And I was also watching a video today about the PNC, and when I post this video, I'm gonna include some text about it, but it's really, I mean, I've heard this before, but to hear it again now that I'm here is a little bit different. And it's very interesting information about how the PNC works, as well as its effectiveness, and also the lack of side effects that it causes, unlike some unlike chemotherapeutic drugs that and therapy that some people take. So I think it's really very, very interesting and significant in terms of what medicine and treatment is offered here and isn't offered in other places. And I think that each and every one of us should be questioning why it is that we're not using something like this here, given the effectiveness and the lack of side effects for treatment everywhere. I really invite everybody to think and look at that. Aside from that, it was a good day. Had a hypothermia session, which is always enjoyable, the heat. And we got these really delicious, I got a few extras, these really delicious snacks today. They're dehydrated tomatoes with basil on them, and they are absolutely fantastic. I really wish I had a dehydrator so I could make some of these. I'm going to miss a lot of these really great treats that we get here and the food. And I actually had a conversation today with the main doctor that I work with here, and she was sharing with me that we were just chatting again about the treatment, and she was sharing that one client that came in, they must have been here when I was here, because she said they just left recently. I'm not sure exactly who she was referring to. She wouldn't say, but she said they came in with a tumor on their liver, and when they left, the ultrasound didn't show anything. So that's pretty good. That's 3 weeks of treatment here. Pretty impressive. I'm not sure what my results are going to be, but I'm going to have another ultrasound sometime in the next few days. So we'll see what kind of progress I've made, which I'll share with all of you, of course. Anyway, I think I'm going to keep it at that for tonight. And have a great night, everybody, and many blessings to you all. And again, I ask that you please keep sharing about my story and about the center here and what's offered, and also about the campaign, because as I've shared, if you watched any previous videos of mine, it is extremely expensive therapy, and I am paying for it all myself, other than for the generosity of the people out there that want to support this journey. And I am doing my best to share what's happening here with people, so that it may offer other people some choices in terms of what they decide if they're ever faced with having to deal with cancer. So I think that would be really great if you could support that and support me on this continuation of healing with this therapy that is offered here. So yeah, many blessings. Have a good night.